Hello friends, in this video we will discuss about theorems on sequences. In the last two videos, last two part of theorems on sequences, we have shown theorems on Cauchy's first theorems of limit, Cauchy's second theorems of limit, and Cesaru's theorems. Here we discuss two more theorem and example of on that theorems. The statement of the theorem is theorem if limit of sequence an be a sequence such that limit of an plus 1 divided by an equal to L, where this mod L is greater than less than 1, mod S is less than 1, then limit of an equal to 0. This is the statement of today's theorem. Let us see the proof. Here it is given, what is given? Mod of L is less than 1. So, we choose an epsilon greater than 0 such that it is so small such that this mod L plus epsilon is less than 1. Again, it is given that since it is given limit of an plus 1 divided by an equal to L. Therefore, by definition, for epsilon greater than 0, there exists a positive integer, m such that mod of an plus 1 divided by an minus L is less than epsilon for all n greater than equal to m. Now, we can write it as, we know that by modulus property mod of an plus 1 divided by an minus mod L is less than mod of an plus 1 divided by an minus mod L by modulus property, but this is less than epsilon. So, equating the first and third term of this inequality, we have mod of an plus 1 divided by an is less than mod L plus epsilon, but mod L plus epsilon we have chosen, it is less than epsilon. So, suppose this is my k, say. Okay. Now, let us put in this, let us call it is equation number 1, and in this equation we put n equal to m plus 1, m plus 2 up to n minus 1. Then you can see that if we put n is equal to m, we get here a m plus 1 divided by a m less than k, mod of a m plus 2 divided by a m plus 1 less than k, mod of a m plus 3 divided by a m plus 2 less than k dash dash dash. Substituting n equal to n minus 1, we get a n divided by a n minus 1 less than k. Now multiplying these all inequalities, first here am plus 1 divided by am into mod of am plus 2 divided by am plus 1 into mod of am plus 3 divided by am plus 2 into dash dash mod of an divided by an minus 1 is less than k into k into k into dash dash into k. Now, in this inequality, the first term of this am plus 1 get cancelled, am plus 2 get cancelled, and here an minus 1 get cancelled. And what we remain? We remain this first am in the denominator and an in the numerator. Okay. So, here we get the term mod of an divided by am, and it is less than k. How many k? N minus m times k. Now, am is a fixed term. Okay, this is for all n greater than equal to m. You can see that. So, mod of an, now transfer to this sides, we get that mod of an divided by k raised to m into k raised to n for all n greater than equal to m. And we know that here k is less than 1, and as n tends to infinity, this k tends to 0. This k tends to 0, so this is equal to 0 means limit of this term is also equal to 0. If limit of an is equal to 0. So, whenever limit of an plus 1 divided by an, limit of an plus 1 equal to an, and this L is less than 1, we get that limit of an equal to 0. Now, if limit of this L is greater than 1, then we get that this sequence is a divergent sequence. See here, we see the same statement we write once again, and we take the condition when L is greater than 1. You can see that if a sequence is an theorem, if sequence an be a sequence such that limit of an plus 1 divided by an equal to L and L is greater than 1, then limit of an equal to infinity. So, let us see the proof. Again we choose, here it is given that the limit L is greater than 1. So, we choose epsilon such that, in such a way that the term L minus epsilon is greater than 1. Again what is given? Limit of an plus 1 divided by an equal to L. So, we can apply the definition for epsilon greater than 0, there exists a positive integer m such that mod of an plus 1 divided by an minus L is less than epsilon for all n greater than equal to m. Now, this means that L minus epsilon less than an plus 1 divided by an is less than L plus epsilon for all n greater than equal to m. Here we have taken this is a greater than 1, that is why we have chosen this term. So, let us take that that is an plus 1 divided by an is greater than L minus epsilon, and this is my suppose k, which is greater than 1. We have chosen this term is greater than 1. Now once again let us put n is equal to m plus 1, m plus 2 and so on up to n minus 1. Then you can see that this term, when we put n is equal to m, then we can see that mod of am plus 1 divided by am is greater than k. Again mod of am plus 2 divided by am plus 1 is greater than k. Mod of am plus next term, here we have substituted m plus 1, so this will be m plus 3, and am plus 2 is greater than k, like this. Finally last one an minus 1, and this will be greater than k. Now multiplying this all, am plus 1 divided by am into am plus 2 divided by am plus 1 into am plus 3 divided by am plus 2 into dash 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 an divided by an minus 1, and this is greater than k into k into k into up to how many times, n minus m times. This is the k. Now again m plus 1, m plus 1, m plus 2, m plus 2 get cancelled, m plus 3 and n minus 1, and we remain an divided by am which is greater than equal to an divided by am, but an divided by am is greater than k raised to n minus m. Now see the last inequality of this proof. You can see that this is a greater than k raised to n minus 1, or we can write it as mod of an is greater than mod of am divided by k raised to m into k raised to n, and as k is greater than 1, as n tends to infinity, for n tends to infinity, this k tends to infinity. If k tends to infinity, this terms k tends to infinity, this means this limit is also tends to infinity as n tends to infinity. So whenever an plus 1 divided by an is a very k term, and the limit of this term shows that whenever the limit is less than 1, the sequence is a convergent, and when the limit is greater than 1, the sequence is a divergent term. So here the limit of an plus 1 divided by an play a vital role for a very easy method of proving whether the sequence is a convergent or divergent. Okay. So here we see two examples regarding this two theorems, and using these two theorem we show that the sequence is a convergent and sequence is a divergent. So here this example show that for any real number x, limit of x raised to n divided by n factorial equal to 0. Now let us take that here an equal to x raised to n divided by n factorial. Then we can calculate an plus 1. N plus 1 will be x raised to n divided by n plus 1 factorial. Now let us calculate an plus 1 divided by an. N plus 1 term will be x raised to n divided by n plus 1 factorial. So for this n plus 1 factorial, we write n factorial into n plus 1, and in the division we have an. So, the terms will be changed, numerator will become denominator and denominator will become numerator of an. So, this is x raised to n. Now, you can see that x raised to n plus 1 means x raised to n into x like this. Now, here x raised to n get cancel, n factorial get cancel, and we remain only x divided by n plus 1. Now, see here, if we take limit of an plus 1 divided by an as n tends to infinity, that is limit of x divided by n plus 1, n tends to infinity, x is independent of n, and so it tends to 0 irrespective of x, and therefore, here limit of an is also equal to 0 for any x irrespective of values of x. But what is an? X raised to n divided by n factorial is equal to 0. This is a very example on the theorem. Just we have proved how we have used this theorem to prove the example. Let us see one more example where we show that the limit, how the limit play a central role. Now, example show that limit of m into m plus 1, m plus 2 up to m plus m, here is not m plus, it is m minus, m into m plus 1, m minus 1, m minus 2. M into m minus 1, m minus 2, m minus n minus 1 divided by n factorial into x raised to n equal to 0 when mod x is less than 1. Okay. So, here x play a role, x is important to show the limit is equal to 0. Now, here an equal to m into m minus 1, m minus 2 up to m minus n minus 1 divided by n factorial into x raised to n, and an plus will be, then this is equal to m into m minus 1 up to m minus n minus 1 into m minus n, 1 is added here. So, this will be up to m minus n divided by n plus 1 factorial into x raised to n plus 1. Now, let us calculate an plus 1 divided by an equal to m into m minus 1, m minus 2 up to m minus n minus 1 into m minus n. For this n factorial, we write n plus 1 into n factorial and x raised to n plus 1, x raised to n into x into an. An will be here n factorial divided by m into m minus 1 up to m minus n minus 1 into x raised to n. Now, we can see that x raised to n get cancel, m up to m minus n and here up to m minus 1 get cancel, n factorial and n factorial get cancel. So, we remain with m minus n divided by n plus 1 into x. Okay. So, this is my an plus 1 divided by an. Now, let us take the limit of an plus 1 divided by an. Then this will be limit of, we write this as m divided by n minus 1 divided by 1 plus 1 by n, 1 by n, by dividing numerator and denominator by n as n tends to infinity into x. Now we can see that this will be 0, this will be 0, and we remain with minus 1. So this is equal to minus x, but this mod of minus x is a mod x, and mod x is less than 1. So whenever this mod x is less than 1, we know that limit of an plus 1 divided by an equal to L. When this L is less than 1, then the sequence is convergent, limit of an equal to 0, otherwise it is not 0. L greater than 1, L greater than 1, it is divergent. So whenever this mod x is less than 0, then we get that this sequence is convergent, that means limit of an equal to 0, limit of an equal to 0 whenever mod x is less than 1. But what is an? That is limit of m into m minus 1, m minus 2 up to m minus n minus 1 divided by n factorial into x raised to n equal to 0, provided this mod x is less than 1. So here we can see how the theorem work here. Thank you for watching and being with me.